It's a strange state of the world, and I always express uncertainty about it. But I say, if I were to bet, I would bet in favor of this. That in 1 or 2 or 3 years, I don't know exactly how long it's going to be. We'll have what I've described as like a country of geniuses in the data center. And this is weird. It's going to change the economy. It's going to accelerate the pace of science. It's going to, pose global alignment and national security risks. It may pose economic problems. The upside is huge. The potential for disruption is also huge. And I think what I'm trying to fight against is, the idea of, employees who join and they're like, I worked in this industry, I worked at this kind of company and I'm going to work at an AI company. And maybe a couple of years later, I'll go to this is
very categorically different from previous experiences.
This is a really different thing. And I think up and down the organization, we want to make sure that, when our finance people, think about financial projections, they understand this, not that there's certainly going to be an exponential, but wild outcomes are possible, right? Yes. When our recruiting thinks they're like, oh yeah, this crazy comp stuff could happen because it happened. Yeah, and when the product people think they make AGI-pilled products, when the policy people interact, they understand the stakes of what may happen. And so I think a big part of my job is keeping the coherence of the organization around this central thesis. Not that everyone has to, believe the thesis, right? It's not like there's not a indoctrination and people chanting with robes or anything, but the basic idea that the company is built around this hypothesis that it is possible and perhaps likely that these large changes will happen, and every aspect of the business, as well as the things the company is doing for social benefit, should be constructed around the strong possibility that this may happen.